The idea that humans are soulless is preposterous, considering the ancient philosophies and cultures that all had unique descriptions for what is essentially the same thing. The bicameral theory suggests to the origination of consciousness from parts of the brain is a dualist reaction to a worldview that does not like the proponent of other intelligent forces acting in the universe. Modern academics do not want to investigate the world of energy surpassing the material spectrum because it would lead to an exposure of ideas and even beings that also exist.
I also relate to a sort of enthusiasm that African Americans have.
So this guy's name is Cenaticus.
I am the offspring of the schizo-posting gods.
He was a schizo poster who decided to just go live and show himself schizo posting. So I was like, who is this guy? Like, what does he do? He goes live multiple times a day. He jumps around Twitch, like looking into the politics section, and jumps in people's chats with like this gigantic paragraph of text to try to get streamers to talk to him. If you're a chatter who wants attention, do not encourage you to do this, okay? He's basically just like writing a message to advocate as hard as he can for centrism. And then he just like can't really substantiate that well or succinctly for people. And he did this with Lilley yesterday.
Say, hello, Ahrelevant. I'm wondering if you may be interested to a call-in with me. Abortion issue isn't necessarily black or white. I'm on the side that ultimate is...
Oh, you can hear him, listen to him breathe while Lilley reads this.
In that one side is the ultimate solution. I'm pro-abortion, but I think the issue gets smokescreened by ideological warfare. Religion and science often skew the bigger picture and manufactured by elites and divide and conquer national debates.
The breathing gets louder as it goes on.
That's one of the weirdest first posts I've ever seen in my entire life.
So here's another one. This is him going into Lumi's chat. Is he going to have the message be read? Is it gonna get auto-modded? Is it gonna be there and then get hand-modded, manual modded? What do you think?
Well, I mean, hit me with it. What do you want to talk about, Synadicus?
I'll bring out the notepad.
Oh, he's bringing out the notepad now because he's written so much.
All right, Lumi.
Okay, get ready for him typing. Try to keep track of what he's saying.
Rue. I would personally say that left are in lockstep with bigger belief systems. Left and right.
He's still typing one message, by the way.
All right. God, this is gonna be horrible.
There's like some self-recognition involved, like just a little bit, you know?
I'm figuring out the title.
He's excited, you can tell by the whistling.
Sounds kind of complicated, but I feel there isn't a lot of exposure. Maybe you have some answers for me.
This is the longest message. This is definitely over the 500 character
Here we go.
limit. All right, here we go.
Double time, boys.
Okay, he posts it. Do you see it in the chat?
Almost just
Message
validated?
deleted by moderator.
Hand modded. When his first comment gets read, he does this like celebratory, like, oh yeah. Sometimes he kisses his guns. The hairstyle also has a lot to do with it. Like, he's got half of his head shaved, half of his head has long hair, and he's wearing like some kind of a bow. On the right side of the room, he has a poster of Martin Luther King that says, "Our voice matters." There's a lot of like aesthetic to this. There's clearly a conversation that he wants to have, that he's tried many times in many different ways, to have in his life, but it just doesn't land for people.
Is there a way you can sort of condense your point?
I heard you say all those words. I have no idea what the fuck your point is.
What are you like? What are you talking about? Like, what are you like? What's the point you're trying to make here?
Anytime this guy gets in a conversation, he's told it could be more succinct. I don't really get your point.
I don't know exactly what you were trying to say.
You're gonna have to say what you mean, like, in a way that makes sense.
As respectfully as I could say it, like, you sound like someone who's like schizophrenic, like off the meds, kind of.
Well, I used to smoke weed every day.
That's not a medicine, dude.
This is one of the funniest ones I heard, though. Here's him talking to PollyPeople. This conversation, it goes crazy. Get ready. So if you don't know PollyPeople, she is a no bullshit debater, right? Like, she wants to cut to the chase, you know?
Communication. Okay, so what's your give me a thesis statement. One sentence.
How ideologies break our humanity to build common ground.
Okay, so is that good or bad?
I don't believe in good or bad.
Okay, all right. Okay, your new thesis statement is I don't believe in good or bad.
Dude, I love Polly.
Tell me what you mean. How is there no bad? How's there no, like are Nazis not bad? Hitler's bad, right?
Okay, is Hitler bad? Pretty easy question.
Hitler is not a favorable person to an extremely large degree.
Like, do we need the nuance there? Do we need the nuance there?
What the fuck? Okay, all right. Give me in like 5 words or less, like what your point, or what are you gonna argue? Tell me what you're gonna argue it, and then tell me what you argue.
Narcissists in other dimensions. That is an incredible, schizo response. But like, to answer your question,
yeah,
a little bit of self-recognition.
There are a lot of beings that want the worst situation for people. Ghosts influencing physical reality, correct?
There are ghosts influencing physical reality?
Okay. Now I'm with you. Okay, so the other dimensions. So is the okay. So, okay. So the way are the other dimensions pro-life or pro-choice?
This is the absolute cringiest of his performances. Get ready.
All right, we're going in.
What are you talking about, Synadicus?
The revolution of being reborn beyond belief systems, religion, science, politics, and all the shit that we don't think is actually interesting. So definitely.
Look at this kid. This kid's like, what did I find?
Life becomes more interesting if we try to expose the taboos. We can talk in Discord. We can go beyond the crazy words that I talk about. It's up to you, my friend. What do you want to do?
Which chord?
Anyways.
I love how simple the response is.
How you do?
What's good, yo?
Starting strong already.
Where you from, dude?
I'm from where we're all from.
Huh?
That place in which we all have more similarities than differences. Nah, I'm from Missouri. I'm an alien.
Kind of like late. What's going on here? Like,
Hey man, you'll catch up in a second.
There is a circuit that is closing very fast at this time that revolves around girls, sex, drugs, parties, concerts. All that stuff is cool, but like at a certain level, I think we have to like break the ice. Look where no one's looked before.
you talking about anal?
What?
So like,
here's him talking to Whick.
hello.
Hello. Oh, I like the poster.
Whick likes the MLK our voice poster.
Thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. To what do I owe the pleasure?
Well, first off, it seems you're feeling yourself, feeling all right. So
It's so awkward, dog. His energy is so awkward.
Can I ask? So, again, I mentioned your background earlier. What made you choose those two things to represent you?
So I was working at Walmart, and I wanted to organize a demonstration. I also relate to a sort of enthusiasm that African Americans have.
Wait, what? Look, the last thing I expected.
I have always sort of related to Dr. King.
Always related to Dr. King.
Bruh.
It would be...
Can I ask what you were protesting?
The contract for Walmart is very exploitive. It does not care if you're tired. It does not care.
No work contract cares if you're tired, man. No work contract is like, hey, if you're tired, like take a nap, bro.
I organized a website, and I prepared this like $500 poster thing.
That's a $500 poster?
So
let's cut to the quick, right? Get to the heart of the matter.
I can try.
It's so awkward. It's so weird. Look at him.
The forms of entertainment that people consume isn't really the problem in itself, but it is our perception of the thing.
I don't mean to interrupt, right? But I'm. Can you be more specific?
So specificity incoming.
Let's just say patterns or universal principles: joy, freedom, peace, love, can form in our lives certain ideas, skewing, distorting this part of us. An elitist narcissists have had an incentive, an intention to remove information. There are severe distortions that a lot of these sides suggest that we are inherently flawed, limited as individuals. Our identity as a human race oftentimes becoming fractured, and there is no part of us that can connect to a field of energy, creative and critical, something that has connection. Pressure the repeating pattern of centralized structure. We want to go into a new zone beyond the belief systems, and it's like a quantum leap, considering another world overlaying this world that we're in. This conversation has been delayed for such a long period of time. We have a capacity to reshape the entire structure or the entire, geopolitical climate by changing our perception. I'm not saying this is the ultimate view. I just thought about this earlier this morning, or I have a hard time retaining some of this information because it's not so obvious even for me at times. But I can see how a lot of what I'm saying can seem like chaos theory and skipping logical lines. I don't think there's an ultimate solution or an ultimate perspective. I just think there are next steps, and sometimes it's really hard to talk about.
I get what you mean, bro. Like, I get it, bro. I get it,
I fuck with the hair.
I fuck with the hair. That's some real different shit, bro. I'm trying to join whatever cult you got, bro.